everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here with us on Northern Life. I don't know why I'm even talking right now. We got some huge news to get to. Briggs, what's going on?
Massive news. It's a very special day here for our team at Northern Life. That's because Ryan has a very big announcement to share.
Yeah, we got a new pope. That's the biggest thing. That's the big announcement. I think they're talking about. I just proposed to my amazing girlfriend Mary the other night. Now my fiance Mary.
Ooh.
So
that's a fun word.
Took her. I know it's still getting used to that. But my amazing fiance Mary and. Took her down by the water Wednesday night here in Duluth. You know, a little wind, great waves, the sun setting. I was still trying to remember exactly what I said to her, but fortunately it was probably good enough to where she said yes to want to get married. So,
So awesome.
big news.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like leading up to that, I was very anxious in a very good way. You know, I don't usually feel like. It's such an interesting setting because a lot of my anxiety revolves around like the bad things that could potentially happen in life. But I knew this was going to be such a good thing, so like it was a weird feeling the whole day. And then after it happened, I was like, well, what do we do? You know, like
we get married today. Let's go down to St. Louis County.
We live together and we have these amazing Wednesday nights watching Survivor and The Amazing Race. So that's exactly what we did. We popped some champagne that Briggs provided and had some Sammy's Pizza. So big thanks to Sammy's Pizza for providing the dinner for the night.
Oh, so cool. Yeah. And the Lake Walk is special to you guys. You guys walk there often.
Yeah, we walk there every night.
Spot.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. And here's a little bit of information the folks at home might not know. The reason that my fiance Mary and I are together is actually a huge thanks to Briggs LeSavage here. So that's some insider information for you all. So when we first started the show here, when I came back to Northern News now, not necessarily in a great spot. Did a lot of work to get to where I am now, and Briggs here said you should definitely meet my friend Mary, and I said maybe I'll think about it. I'm not sure if I'm ready to get out there again, but eventually.
But I feel like months went by after that happened too, and then you guys met in person, and so it's just been fantastic to watch you guys be together, and it's so clear that you just have so much love for each other. So we are so excited for you.
Thank you.
Amazing, and I'm sure you've already set the wedding date.
Yeah,
right?
we did. Yep, everybody's asking where it's at, and I said, the St. Louis County Courthouse sounds pretty good. So,
awesome.
Save a lot of money. But Mary, I love you, and I love you so much, and you're just absolutely amazing. And some days I feel like I don't deserve you, and I just need you to know that you have changed my life so much.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and a big thanks to everybody at home for watching our show too.
Yes.
Really appreciate it. Well, coming up on today's show, we have a great number of guests here in studio. First, we'll be talking with the 23rd veteran who has a Ruck March event coming up at the end of this month here in the Twin Ports, hearing how veterans and first responders are being supported through a great initiative.
Yeah, that was an amazing conversation. Then we're getting ready for the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra's exciting shows coming up this weekend. They'll be performing the soundtrack to Star Wars: A New Hope. It should be an incredible experience, I'm sure, especially for Star Wars fans.
Yeah, a little John Williams action. Gosh, love John Williams.
Spicy.
I love it. Coming up this Sunday, you can celebrate Mother's Day with a one-of-a-kind brunch cruise on Lake Superior. Families can step aboard the Vista Star and take in the stunning views of Duluth skyline and harbor activity. I hear Hunter is emceeing the event. Just kidding.
I forgot about that,
I think this is video for when we were on the Vista, and Hunter got to do the tour guiding.
That was fun.
Yeah, so fun. So you can do all that while enjoying a delicious brunch buffet catered by Blackwoods Catering. You can find tickets on VistaFleet.com. What a great idea for Mother's Day. And isn't it going to be so nice, too?
It's
on
going to be
Sunday.
beautiful.
Hot.
It's going to be like 81 on top of the hill. I mean, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And I've done this before with my mom. It was absolutely a blast. It's beautiful outside, and make sure you take advantage of this, definitely.
You're going to need a big sun hat when you're on that boat out there to protect yourself from the sun. You can also spend the weekend over at the Lake Superior Zoo here in Duluth, because on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. there is a Mother's Day craft and plant sale. Perfect opportunity to find some great gifts and trinkets for the mothers in your life. Come on down, bring your mom, and enjoy some shopping there at the zoo. Probably see a few animals while you're there too.
Yes, plants. I think that is just a perfect gift for moms, specifically my mom's. My mom, singular. She loves plants. Yeah, loves plants so much. So that could be really fun, and maybe see even Zuzi, right? Zuzi, the red panda.
Oh, right. Yeah, the red panda.
Moms love Zuzi, I think.
Ooh.
Of course, what's Mother's Day without flowers, right? We just mentioned that. But we've been lucky enough to visit a number of great places here on Northern Life. And one great place is Engwalls by the mall. And in a few weeks, we'll show you our spring-themed blindfold over at Gordy's Gift and Garden Center in Hermantown. We got to do a little planting. Learn a little tricks of the trade there from the experts, and it was really fun.
What are we, professionals in the flower industry? Wow, we've done a lot of flower blindfolds.
We're amateurs in a lot of things.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. With the Mother's Day this Sunday as well, a new survey from Sunsweet Growers gives us a heartfelt look at motherhood, both the joys of it and the juggles of it. 9 in 10 moms out there say being a mom is the hardest but most rewarding thing that they have ever done. And if they could go back in time, they would tell them, I don't know why I'm choking up just thinking about this. They tell themselves, be patient, ask for help, and remember, your baby loves you no matter what.
Yeah.
Also, moms have a big reminder for other moms saying perfection is not the goal.
I love that. I think there's like a Instagram reel going around out there with the mom says something like, oh, I didn't get anything done today, like my laundry's not done, my dishes are a mess, and what have you. And then they share it from the baby's perspective, and they were like, oh, today was so fun. My mom played with me all day, and she kept me safe. And it's just, it's the sweetest thing. So, I try to keep that a top of mind too. When I'm getting stressed about chores not getting done, I'm like, oh, well, you know what? From Wells's perspective, things are pretty good.
He's living pretty good.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to for your first Mother's Day ever?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The warm weather, maybe taking a walk in the stroller. Yeah, I'm in the market for a jogging stroller. So hopefully maybe I could track down one of those and take Wells for a little walk or a run as I try to get ready for this half marathon I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Grandma's marathon, coming up in June. I'm not ready. So Wells is going to have to train with me.
Yeah. Well, shout out to all the great moms out there. We'll talk with 23rd veteran when we come back.
Welcome back, everybody. This year marks a big anniversary for a Twin Ports event aimed at helping veterans and now first responders. We have Mike Waldron with 23rd Veteran and Superior Fire Chief Cameron Volbrecht with us today to share more about it. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. We're going to talk more about that big event coming up here in just a minute. But first, tell us a little bit about 23rd Veteran, that nonprofit, and your guys' mission to support veterans here in the Twin Ports.
Yeah, 23rd Veteran started here in the Twin Ports 10 years ago. So you said this is our 10-year anniversary. We've been serving military and veterans through trauma retraining programs, very intensive ones. It's a 14-week group therapy program that we put them through. It's been successful in military veterans. We've done this in this area, in Twin Cities every year. We do it in the Iron Range every year. We've been to some other states with it. And what's really special about this year is that we are expanding these programs. So we're not only helping military and veterans, but also first responders, firefighters, police officers, EMS, anybody who faces trauma during their public service.
Amazing. Why was that so important to include now?
So we've been talking about it for quite a while in 23rd Veteran. We do some very unique and very effective trauma training for military, and we just waited till we were ready to make this expansion because there's so many people that face trauma outside of the military, especially people who are serving the public that face trauma, and we have this way to help them, and now we have the ability to help them. So I feel like we have the responsibility to help them.
Yeah, that's so cool. Chief Volbrecht, why will that support be so important to the firefighters on your staff?
Well, I think it's very important. First responders, firefighters experience emotional trauma at a high rate. We have high rates of PTSD as well as suicide in our first responders. So having access to a program that is designed for military, well, they experience their trauma a little differently than ours. The effects on our body are pretty similar. So having access to a high quality training that fits in with a lifestyle, I think, of a lot of our first responders is going to be important to keeping our first responders healthy, keeping them on the street, and keeps them being able to live their lives outside of the job.
Absolutely. And when is this program happening that you guys are putting on?
The next one launches in July.
Amazing.
So July, we are sending 13 people from the Northland on an outdoor wellness adventure. This one's going to Alaska, so if you're interested, please throw in an application. There's no charge to anybody who experiences trauma in their public service. Put your application on the website. We're going to send you to Alaska for a week, wilderness survival adventure. Then you come back here to this area where we go through 13 weeks of intensive group therapy training.
Sure. So why Alaska? That's a really remote wilderness, a cool place to experience. Why did you guys choose that?
Well, we always go to a remote area that we're uncomfortable with, unfamiliar with, somewhere else in the country. That's really important for breaking down those barriers of judgment on each other and being comfortable, becoming vulnerable with each other with our discussions. So that's important. Alaska specifically happened to be the founder of Under Armour is partnering with us, and he's allowing us to utilize his place. So we're going to fly into the landing strip next to his lodge. We're going to get on some boats with his guides, and we're going up into grizzly and salmon country for 6 days. We actually have extra guides with on this one because we are expecting to see plenty of grizzly bears while we're up there.
Wow, that's so cool. And it sounds like terrain that your firefighters will be well prepped to go out and hike, I'm sure.
Yeah. The firefighters are used to being physical and having a physical work and working in teams, and I think this is going to fit very well with them.
So cool. So you guys have an event coming up later this month in May, the Ruck Life March, and money raised from that is going to support this program, right? Mm-hmm. So if people aren't familiar with a Ruck March, what is that? And what is this event you guys are putting on coming up on May 31st?
That's a great question. So a Ruck March is a military training exercise. Like when I was in the Marine Corps, we would do these up to 26 miles in length. We put on everything.
How long?
26 miles, like a marathon length.
Yeah, for sure.
So we wear everything that we would need in combat. We're carrying our gas masks, our water, our food, our clothes, our weapons, our ammo, sometimes over 100 pounds. And we go on this hike. So it's a physical training exercise.
Yeah.
So this is a civilian version. You don't have to be in that kind of shape. You don't have to carry 100 pounds.
That's good news.
Whatever backpack we have, it can be a school bag that we wear.
Okay.
And we are going to carry weight for people in need. So we're putting food and clothes in our backpack, and we're going to hike this at Montauk. So it's just a walk with food and clothes. Anywhere from 2 miles to 10 miles. If you do 10 miles, you get your all-the-way patch. At the end, we're going to weigh our backpacks, see how much we carried, and we donate that to locals in need as well. So we're going to donate, I'm looking at over 8,000 pounds of food this year. Last year we did 7,000 pounds.
And what an important time too to be giving back like that. Just amazing. Chief Vilberk, you're participating for the first time this year, right?
I will be there for the first time.
All right. How are you getting ready?
Well, I maintain fitness. I work out, trying to lead from the front with our guys. I expect our guys to work out and be in shape. So I've been doing my normal workouts, including putting my pack on and doing some rucking. I like to backpack. I backcountry hunt, so I'm used to wearing a backpack with lots of weight on it at times. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes on the 31st.
Yeah, and why was it important for you to take part this year?
Well, I think if the services, I should have been doing this in the past, and I haven't been, but having that service being expanded to firefighters, like I said, I think it's important that we get involved with helping raise money to get our folks to the treatment that they need.
So the chief has committed to putting more weight in his pack for every $50 raised.
Wow.
If you jump on the website and you find the chief's fundraising page, you donate to him, you're going to make him carry more food for people in need.
All right, that's a good incentive. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much both for being here today. We really appreciate it. We're going to have a link to sign up for the Ruck Life March on our website, northernnewsnow.com, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. This weekend over at the deck, you can embark on an epic adventure to a galaxy far, far away. My t-shirt may have given it away, but that's because the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra is gearing up for their weekend performances, playing the soundtrack live to Star Wars A New Hope. And here with us to talk more about it is Jenny Ross. Jenny, you're going to be the announcer. You're going to be portraying Princess Leia on this big weekend.
I am indeed. Don't let the straight hair fool you. The buns will be in effect.
The space buns. Yeah.
Of course, you've got to full on go for it.
And what is? I mean, Princess Leia is such an iconic role. How are you preparing to tackle it with the DSSO?
Yeah, certainly. So I did a lot of research. I mean, I've seen all the movies, of course, but then doing make sure I know the quotes. Got them all down there.
Nice.
Working on that. And I think it's more of an attitude. Princess Leia is an attitude. She's a sassy girl, and I'm going to bring some sass to the stage for the orchestra.
Oh, I love that. DSSO doing this live concert, playing the soundtrack, the legendary John Williams. It's got to be so cool. Have you been able to hear the orchestra yet in any of the rehearsals as you get ready for the big weekend?
I have not heard anything yet, but I'm so excited. They've been working really hard, and it's a very difficult piece, but to see it live, to be able to see both the movie and then live have the soundtrack happen is such a special experience. I'm so excited for people to be able to see it and hear it and be a part of it. And then we have so many extras going on too. too. We're really trying to make it immersive. So they're going to have balloon art, and there'll be cosplayers, and we've got some stuff for the kids too. So just a really fun experience for everyone to come out and enjoy Star Wars. Dress up, put on your Princess Leia costumes.
Get nerdy like we were talking about before we started
Yes.
recording here. But I mean, it's just such a cool thing. You were talking about how you've been to other concerts like this. I've never gotten to. I've been to a couple, symphony orchestra performances before, but seeing such iconic music being played live over such an iconic movie. I mean, you've told me that you've seen it in other movies before.
Yeah, I've definitely done. Harry Potter has been one they've done. I know that the Symphony's done some other versions of shows like this, and they're going to bring more as well. It's really popular because I think people just don't get that experience. You don't usually get to see live music to the scores of the movies you love so much. So bringing John Williams to a stage and an audience, like, I'm excited for people to just experience it.
Oh my gosh! And like you said, people can expect the movie is one thing. The movie is so great. The music is so great. But it sounds like it's going to be just for the Saturday. I mean, they even sounds like they added a show for Sunday.
Yes,
just
indeed.
a great opportunity for families and fans of the movie and live music to just have an absolute ball over at the deck.
Yeah, 2 opportunities. The first one was so popular that they said we can do more, and so they opened up that Sunday show for 2 o'clock, and it's just going to be a great time for people to come experience John Williams and Star Wars. All the fans out there. May the 4th may have passed, but it's still alive and well.
We'll still be bringing the force this weekend. And as a local actress, it's got to be so cool to have an opportunity like this with the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra to not only be on stage performing in a way, but also to then represent DSSO and, in a way, Star Wars.
Of course, yeah, it's really fun being a local actress and being able to kind of participate in all these things. I'm kind of somebody who likes to jump in where I can and really help the organizations and build that rapport with other areas of the community. So it's wonderful to be able to share Star Wars, share myself, and then of course invite everyone else to come and share with us.
Wonderful. Any other tips out there for people as they get ready to experience this great event?
I mean, if you want to watch the movie ahead of time, you can, of course, to be able
Good
to
idea.
really know what you're getting into. But I think just coming and experiencing it is just going to be the main thing. Just let the music soak in. Just enjoy the score and then be able to watch it. I don't know if you've seen symphony shows, but there's nothing like seeing a live orchestra playing, watching all the intensity that goes on, watching the conduction. It's an exciting experience.
Certainly exciting. Jenny Ross for us here. Thanks for stopping by, Jenny. Experience the iconic film like never before as the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra performs John Williams' legendary score live with the movie. You can find it May 10th and 11th over at the Deck Symphony Hall. Get the tickets at DSSO.com. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back, everybody. I mean, got the Star Wars fit on. I love Star Wars. So the fact that you can listen to live music and watch the movie at the same time,
So cool.
going to be a lot of cool performances this weekend.
I think that's a new all-time shirt there.
Yeah, I mean-
collar sticking out.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Really good.
Little engagement gift from Ben Reed over there.
There we go. Ryan's getting married.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Star Wars themed wedding. Here we come.
That's our next blindfold. Is Ryan gets
You're
married.
welcome, Mary.
Yes, there you go. Rock and roll. Well, listen, when we see you again coming up next week here on Northern Life, I'm taking Ryan to a farm in Renshaw, Minnesota. I've wanted to do this blindfold for a really long time. We're going to meet a wonderful couple who has a whole lot of cows, and we're going to get to learn how to milk a few and even try some raw milk. It was a wild experience, and we can't wait to show you all.
You guys told me there were a lot of cows, but that's a lot of cows.
So-
I was expecting you were kind of exaggerating, but no,
Yeah.
you guys were right on, spot on there.
Yes.
We definitely had a cow while we were there.
Heyo.
Before we go today, the popular pastries made for your toaster are now moving to your freezer. We're talking about the new Pop-Tarts ice cream sandwiches. What a good idea. The Pop-Tarts freezer aisle expansion also includes pints of ice cream in 3 different flavors. The sandwiches will be available starting this month at Walmart, and the ice cream pints will be released later this summer.
Probably don't put that one in your toaster.
No, don't do that.
That'd be
Might ruin
bad.
it.
Messy.
Well, thanks for joining us this week. We love you.
Yeah, we'll see you here on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.